Yo, what's going on, party people? Your boy is back. I know a lot of you have been wondering where I've been. I've actually still been in these YouTube streets, but I've been over there in the fragrance world with ECAMM. So I've got another channel. You should see it pop up here or here, wherever YouTube is putting info cards now. You should see that pop up, the information there. You'll also see the information down in the description. All things fragrance. If you're interested, I want you to go over there, check that out. But yeah, I'm back and I'm trying to be here to stay. Those of you who have been wondering what I got going on, I mean, I'm still doing production, I'm still doing photography, still doing video, content creation, all of those different things. And I will talk about those things from time to time on the channel, but my main thing is I want to help y'all grow. I really want to help you grow, and I really want to help you with practical, realistic strategies. There's a lot of information out here on the internet. Some of it is good, and some of it is just meant for you to keep spending your money. Some of you are in boot camps. Some of you are in communities. You're in groups. Some of you are paying like $100 a month. You've spent thousands of dollars on all of these consultation meetings and coaches, and you're still not growing. You've tried every single strategy there is, because it's like a doctor office, with all due respect. I don't want to offend anybody that works in the medical field. But there are some situations where they prescribe you medication to maintain the symptoms. The medication never really addresses the root problem. I want to help you deal with the root problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take your money. You know, it's nice if you want to give me some. Hey, I'll be glad, you know, as a tip, I'll be glad to take it to help you. But I want to actually see you grow. And while I've been away, like working on fragrance and doing other things, I've still been paying attention. And I've been able to experience what I would consider for myself remarkable growth on my fragrance channel in a short amount of time. So I don't want to do all the editing and the fancy things. I know this is going to be kind of hard to listen to me with no music, and I can be long-winded because I love to give context. So I'm gonna try to be very quick. But I really want you all to grow. Y'all know I'm the John the Baptist of content creation. So I'm not going to be encouraging and tell you to keep going and there are 1,000 other videos out here for that. You know, you got to keep going. One of the best videos I saw, I can't remember the content creator, but I saw yesterday, he was like, every channel has a number. Every channel has a number before you basically hit that video that gets like 10,000 views or whatever, where you kind of know the algorithm is really rocking with you. 10,000 is kind of that mark where it's like, okay, all right, this wasn't a fluke, you know. And then every channel has a number where you're able to do that consistently. Some people do it by luck. Some people do it by happenstance. Some people do it by strategy because they understand how the algorithm works. I'm one of those people where I don't care about the algorithm. I care about my audience. So y'all are making content for the algorithm. If I want you to take notes. If you're watching on your phone, you know, you can watch YouTube while you're in another app. Pull out your notes app. Hopefully you're apostolic and you got an iPhone. I want you to take some notes because I want you to forget about the word algorithm. Stop thinking about algorithm. Replace the word algorithm with audience. Too many of you are making content for the algorithm and you're not making content for the audience. And that's why you're struggling. Granted, is there a space where the two intersect and those two worlds meet and collide? And that's what really allows your channel to just take off and soar? Absolutely. But we can't even focus on the algorithm if you're not making content for your audience, because your audience is what is going to dictate what the algorithm does. When you put content out there, the algorithm, YouTube, Google wants to see how does your audience respond to it. So yeah, some of y'all, you've been focused on titles. Some of you have been focused on thumbnails. Some of you have been focused on tags. And one of the things I talked about, and I'm still talking about, is tangible. YouTube is not hard once you understand that YouTube is a business. And because YouTube is a business, it has everything to do with human buying behavior. Y'all, people keep approaching. I'm not gonna say y'all. I'm gonna say we. I'm gonna say us, because I'm still in this train where I'm learning and growing with you as well. We treat YouTube like it's a hobby or something. And maybe that's how it started off, but that's not where we are now. And I tell you, if you want to understand the business of YouTube and why they make you wait 4,000 watch hours, I know you can get in at 3,000 and you can start doing, you know, some stickers and super chats and all of that. But if you want some of that ad revenue, people is like, yo, why does it take so long to get to 4,000 watch hours? Can I be honest with y'all? It really didn't take me that long. And that's what I want to talk about today. I was able to get there in basically less than a month. Crazy, right? And I know people is like, wait a minute, how did you do that? Walt, you're just a nobody. I'm a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. That's what we sing in church growing up. That's an old song. You got to know about that one. But time is money. See, you have to start thinking like you own YouTube. How would you want me to share my ad revenue with you? Well, I'm not just going to give it to you. You got to earn it. So you got to prove to me that you're worthy of this money. So they want to see, before I spend money on you, do you have what it takes to make people spend their hard-earned, not dollar, time? Because YouTube is not a money game, it's a time game. And the more amount of time that you can get people to spend on this app, the more amount of time that you can get people to spend watching your content, scrolling. Can you stop the scroll and get them to stay on your page? Do you have enough content that is invigorating, that is engaging, that's either entertaining, educating, or it's controversial enough to make them stay on? Like, you are a cable channel. And I know I'm going quick because I don't want this to take a long time, but you got to understand your channel is like cable, and it's 1,000 different channels out here. It's 1,000 different apps out here. You can go from Netflix to Hulu to Disney to whatever, depending on what it is you offer your audience. And I just want to tell you, yeah, go listen to somebody else and tell you to keep going. But I'm not going to tell you to keep going. I'm going to tell you to stop everything you're doing. Stop everything you're doing and ask yourself, who cares? Because that sounds real offensive. It sounds nasty. But that's what I'm asking people. I'm like, yo, who cares? I'm not saying it to be disrespectful. I'm literally asking you, who cares? Because I tell people there is an audience assigned to your voice. My goal, my job, my responsibility, and showing you how to create better brands and grow your business and create a community around the things you're most passionate about. All of that revolves around you finding the audience that is assigned to your voice. The audience that's going to choose to watch you over watching somebody else's channel. That's going to choose to watch you. It's 100 different burger chains out here. But in a world of Whoppers, what makes you a Big Mac? What is your secret sauce? What makes you different? What makes you stand out? Why should I come to your restaurant instead of going to their restaurant and y'all sell the same thing? Because you can't do it like me. That's why. That's what sets me apart. That's what makes me different. You ain't never heard nobody come at you like this, and that's the problem. I got to keep it 100 with y'all. Let me calm down. Because I'm getting real animated. I'm getting real excited. Let me calm down. There's an audience assigned to your voice. So you got to stop what you're doing and you got to ask, yo, who cares? Who should care? Who do I want to care? Because once I figure out who cares about the things that I'm talking about, then I understand how to position myself as the only source of this information that they go seek. That's the key. It ain't thumbnails. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you what I've experienced, what I've seen. I've been out here in these streets. I got tired of repeating myself. You don't need a new camera. You don't need lights. You do need a good microphone because you need some great audio. People can forgive bad video quality, but audio quality, they can't forget it. You don't need a setup you don't need all of that stuff. And some of you are frustrated because you've spent all of this money. You keep watching all of this content thinking you need something different when everything you need is right there on the inside of you. You just got to have somebody that knows how to bring it out. And that's me. I'm the John the Baptist of content creation. I'm crying loud and sparing not. And I'm telling you, stop listening to these people that tell you put put something in the comments so they can send you a DM to a list for something else you got to buy on Amazon. Bro, all they care about is affiliate marketing and building. And I'm not hating on it because I had some affiliates as well too. But these people stop lying. Why you always lying? Again, let me calm down. Let me calm down. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Because some of y'all is like, Walt is tripping. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, this is my fragrance channel. This is my YouTube account. Right now, we're at 2,974 subs. We should probably, today is the 30th, maybe by the 1st or 2nd, I should hit 3,000. I am fully monetized, just so you know. I am, you see, watch ads, short ads, supers, brand connect, even brand connect. That's some new joint. And I got to set up my memberships or whatever. I haven't done that yet. But let's go over here to analytics because I want you to see something. I started this channel back in 2022. I want you to look at these metrics. And like I said, I just hit my ad revenue, my ad, whatchamacallit, like the other day. So this is like some super chat stuff. So you'll start to see that number is going to go up. But I want you to pay attention to, let's see. I started in 2022. I uploaded one video. I kind of said, forget it, came back. And let's go for it. And so over the past 60 days, it's been incredible. So let's look at in August. In August, we shot up. So you can see the channel was dead. Like, let me show you, let's do lifetime. Let's do lifetime so you can see this. Because I want you to see some of this is about commitment. I started the channel in 2022. And my first video really didn't do anything. And that's the other thing you got to understand. Sometimes you make content that will serve your audience better down the road. And you'll look up one day and a video will blow up and you'll be like, what happened? Because you were ahead of the game. You were talking about something before it's time. So like I said, everybody got a number, and that's a number of videos you make before yours actually takes off. So you can see 2022, the channel is dead. Well, I was over here in these streets talking to y'all about content creation over the past couple of years. All right. I got tired of repeating myself. I got tired of talking about cameras and stuff because it's the same thing over and over. It don't really matter. It's all a bunch of crap. And then all of a sudden we get to August and something starts to happen. You can see it starts popping off. So what happens, we get to August and videos start taking off. But you can also see the consistency. You know, 2 videos published, 2 videos published, a short, 3 videos published, a short. And I post a short every day, just so you know. Batch record, upload, batch record, upload. You schedule it out for the whole month. I try to record at least 15 or 16 shorts in one setting, at least half the month. So you can see, so August, it starts kicking off. September, it gets real. September, we grew over 2.4 thousand subscribers. Literally. So I literally did almost all of the subs I had now. I literally pretty much did. I think I had 100 right before August or whatever, everything took off. And we've pretty much done the remainder. You know what I'm saying? I did the remaining of that over the last 60 days. You know what I'm saying? So you can see right there how everything is popping off. And that's the thing that I want y'all to understand, is that the growth is possible. It's possible for you to get there. But here's the thing you got to understand. I'm talking about fragrance. So let me show y'all, let me show you my channel. Let me show you the content so you can see exactly what we're talking about. As a matter of fact, let me go here. This is a better representation. So I want you to pay attention to views. Let me go to videos. Let's go to videos. Okay, 15 hours ago, 1,000 views, 57 views per hour, 1.5K, 15 views per hour, 1.3K, 1K. That's the giveaway, so that really wasn't popping. 2.1K, 2K, 1.3K. That's giveaway, so that's not really popping. 1.1K, 9.5K. Let's see here, 651, 891, 910, 1.7K. 751, 1K, 4.3K, 17K. You know what I'm saying? And then you can see this was the first, the first several videos, 1 year ago, then 6 months ago. And then you can see everything that has popped 1 month ago, back in August, is when we got busy. If you look at shorts, everything, and you will notice I have a style that I have discovered for myself. And so I use that, and I'm consistent with that. And this is what people expect to see. This is the quality or whatever. Now, do you need this? No, because I follow people who have followings that are much bigger than mine, that are much larger than mine, that don't even put out the quality that I do. So I know some people would be like, well, wait a minute, Walt, you talking about thumbnails, you talking about I don't need all of this other stuff, but yo, your stuff look great. That applies to me. That's not going to apply to you. That applies to me. So just for the purposes of this conversation, I'm telling you, the question is, do you have tangible topics? Do you have tangible topics that people can relate to? Fragrance is tangible. This is the thing when it comes to fragrance. It is tangible. Food, it is tangible. Puppies, they are tangible. Shout out to my nephew for the background music, helping me preach. You know what I'm saying? He trying to push me on. But the topics are tangible. Stop listening to these people that's telling you all this stuff that don't work. The question is, do you have something that's tangible that's worth talking about, and is it trendy? Because I'm a realist to the point where I will tell you I'm rooting for you and I want it to work, but I'm like, you might have to level set your goals, because even though there is an audience that is interested in what you're talking about, it's not a large audience. So you have to be okay with learning how to monetize your content off the app, because it's going to take you a long time to get monetized. That's the people won't tell you that. They won't keep it 100 with you. I'm not saying don't stop. You're the type of person I say use YouTube as a repository, well, not a repository, but as a directory, as a content library that you can use to monetize off of the actual app. But it's going to be hard for you to become a YouTube partner because you're not talking about something that has mass appeal. And fragrance, we talk about, there are fragrances that are very mass appealing. A lot of times those are what we call designer fragrances. Also, what we call clone fragrances are mass appealing right now, and they're super cheap. But then you have niche fragrances that can be mass appealing, but you know why they're not mass appealing? Is because they cost a lot more money. And so the audience that's interested, I got phone calls coming in, all kind of stuff. I got to hurry up. But the audience that is interested in niche is much smaller than the audience that is interested in the total, what we call TAM, total available market. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But YouTube is a business. It is a business that puts all of its money behind understanding human buying behavior, the psychology. I've talked about this before. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The brain is wired to survive. This is why you have to convince people to make impulsive decisions, whether it's with their money or whether it's with content. I got to convince you that you absolutely have to watch this video. It is a need for your survival. Like, your day is going to suck if you don't watch this video right now. Your life is going to be over if you don't watch Walt's content. You have to be able to convince people. It's the same way they do that if you don't buy this TV, if you don't buy this car, if you don't buy this watch, if you don't buy the new iPhone 16, then you whack. Impulse. This is the name of the game. So this is the thing that comes across when we're talking about fragrance. So fragrance is tangible and it's trending. The only two things you need to be worried about closing out 2024 and going into 2025 is ask yourself this question. Underneath you saying, who cares? Write this down. Is the topic I'm talking about tangible and trendy? Because the algorithm is always going to favor tangible, trending topics. Why? Because your audience loves things that are tangible. So if I tell you that the new Lattafa is great, you can order it. If I tell you that the new Dior Sauvage is great, you can order it. Matter of fact, forget ordering it. You can go to Ulta, you can go to Sephora, you can go to Belk, Macy's, Nordstrom, Dillard's, Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale's, wherever you are. You can actually go smell the fragrance. You can be like, oh my God, Walt was not lying. If I got the money, let me buy that, or let me go to a discounter website and see how I can put my hands on it. It's tangible. Me telling you that this camera is amazing, there's a much higher price point. So the audience is going to be smaller for me telling somebody to go buy a $2,000 camera. You know what I'm saying? And a $200 mic, you know, and a $400, $500, $600 mixer and a $1,000 computer and all of these, and these lights and all. No, you're not going to do that because you're like, do I really have a need for that? And I'm telling you, you don't. But I can't, but I have I'm not going to say perfected, but I know me, many people, everybody, we have perfected being able to convince you. I'm spitting. That's all y'all. I'm talking hard. We have perfected this video long. Let me hurry up. We have perfected being able to convince you that I got to have it. I gotta have it. That new Lattafa, I gotta have it. That new Creed, I gotta have it. That new Louis Vuitton, I gotta have it. So what is it that you're talking about that people say, I gotta have it? And do you have that same level of energy to convince people? Because here's the thing, here's the secret. If you don't remember nothing else I said, I need you to remember this. People buy people. Because when you hear about a new product or a service, what's the first thing you do? When you see videos, what's the first thing you hear people say? I'm here for the comments. Why? Even in content that's not even selling anything, people hate being sold to. They can recognize a fake. But obviously they can't because some of these people, y'all still out here funding. And you're not experiencing any growth. So what are you talking about where people say, yo, I got to have that? Those are the things you gotta, don't stop stressing about thumbnails and SEO and tech. That stuff is important. And we're gonna talk about that. But you telling me that I've been able, here's the proof. You're telling me I'm about to hit the, and that doesn't sound like a lot to a lot of people. Trust me. If you look at the time that it took to get here, I literally, in the last 60 days, it's really more like 45 days because it was halfway through August. But we're going to say the last 60 days, I almost amassed 2,900 subscribers. I am fully monetized by the platform. I am a fully monetized ad revenue sharing YouTube partner in less than 60 days. Not because I'm flexing, but because I understand human buying behavior. I understand how to talk about topics that are tangible and that are trendy. So you got to ask yourself, who cares? Who cares? Why should they care? There are 100 videos out here about how to grow your channel on YouTube. And here's the crazy part about it, right? Here's the crazy part. Some of y'all gonna see the thumbnail, the title or whatever, and you gonna look at the length of the video and you can be like, I ain't got time for that. But this, how long I've been talking? Probably 25 minutes by the time this is over. This 25 minutes gonna change your life. It's gonna change your content creation life. And we're gonna dig into this. We're gonna talk about this more. So you're gonna see a lot more content come this way. But stop letting these people lie to y'all, man. Like, I'm tired. That's why I'm doing it. Stop letting these people lie to y'all. This is what you need to write down. Am I talking about topics that are tangible and trendy? I almost made up a word. Tangible and trendy. Tangible and trendy. If you can find out how to put those two things together, I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. Right now, fragrance is hot. Y'all see how TikTok is blowing up. you know? So let's engage in the comments. Let me holler at y'all. And yes, I do consultations and all of that stuff too, or whatever. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I can send you that link, send you that information. But I understand. And when I started talking about fragrance, I didn't get into FragCon with the intention of trying to grow my channel. I just wanted to talk about things that I love and I'm passionate about. It just so happens I have a content creator background from this channel. So instead of preaching to y'all and repeating myself and babysitting and holding people's hands, the people that don't care nothing about what's the new Sony, what's the new Canon, what's the new Blackmagic, oh my God, it doesn't have autofocus. Like, bro, you don't even shoot. Y'all really want me to go on a rant? Like, what do you do? Why do you need a 4-camera setup sitting at the desk? Some of y'all need it. I've seen your streams and your content, but you don't need to spend that. Save that money. You don't need to spend that on something else. Give that to me and let me shoot, and I'll come shoot your content for you. How about that? How about you spend that money and hire somebody who can save you time so you can spend more of your time trying to figure out how to do what I'm doing? Yo, but nonetheless, if you've watched up to this point and you aren't subscribed and you want to see more content like this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. While you're ready, click that bell so you can be notified every single time I post new content to the channel. But until next time, catch you guys in the next video. Holla at your boy. Woo!